Yeah, I think I'm seeing a theme here. Getting out of the comfort zone throughout your university time, you graduated and then pool as well and communicating with others, being able to take that initiative of just asking questions. I think so that's what's really propelled you forward, or at least what I'm hearing. I'm not sure what your thoughts are on that.
I would say it's definitely played a major role. It's played a major role. And I think the other part of this is being able to work in different industries and learning different things.
Right. Do you work, at least like when you go to university, you're going to accounting, specifically go for accounting jobs. So you're not hesitating. Like normally you would think that, okay, maybe the sales might not be for me because I'm going for finance and financial services, but you still went for that. So I feel like that's interesting because then you get like that broad range, like different sectors.
I agree. And I
So
think
it's
one of
pretty
the
cool.
things that really played a major role in all of this is so a lot of things that I've adapted in my everyday life and what I do is things that I've seen my father do and I've learned from my father. And
Yeah.
my father is a really big person in terms of some key components, right? And he says, he told me one thing really early on. He says, look, if you don't ever say no to an opportunity, let the opportunity say no to you. If you go and he
Right.
says, if you don't ask a question, the answer will always be no. Let them give you the answer no. You never know. And I've adapted that to my everyday life because it's so true. If an opportunity comes my way, and if I say no, I don't know what I'm missing out. I'd rather go and try something and fail and keep trying it until I succeed than not even try it at all. And I think that
Yeah.
just with that, it's like I was just sitting yesterday, I was making a list of everything I've learned from here. And it was really funny when I'm like, so Ameriprise really helped me with Excel, Citibank and UBS really helped me be comfortable getting that no from people on the phone or having that conversation on the phone. TD was all about customer service. Edward Jones was like, how do you handle difficult situations with different types of personalities? Sonic Automotive, where I was selling cars, was just really being able to negotiate. And
And then also take rejection of assuming as well.
exactly,
Like the sales.
taking rejection is a big part of life. Don't be afraid to ask a question. Be open to learning, and you will open up doors you didn't know existed. That's how those doors open up for me.
It's interesting because normally there is that sense of hesitation when you're meeting a new person and you don't want to communicate that much sometimes because you're fearful of it about, okay, what'll happen if it's getting too much or all that stuff. So I guess it really did help just pushing through on that. So it's very
And
interesting.
I agree with you. It is hard to break that barrier, right? But at the end of the day, it's if you if you start thinking that, you know what, I have something to learn with this interaction rather than am I doing too much or is this too much or should I not talk to them like this or whatever? You gotta have that mindset that my interaction with this person is going to teach me something.
Right.
And I'm going to be a better person, better rounded individual because of something I'm going to learn from, right? And that's the thought process
Exactly.
because again, as my father says, what's the worst that's going to happen? They'll say no, right? But if they
Exactly.
say yes, it's a huge opportunity for me for growth.